Hello Aquarius and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot read is naked, by which I mean I try to strip out as much astrology as I can by using this playing deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. Okay, all that being said, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. Please like, subscribe, share and comment. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much because I don't follow any sort of cycle, so the next read might be for you. Yes, we did just see the coloured joker flip in my deck as I was shuffling. That's not the one we're going to take. I don't normally take flipping cards until they flip right over, like that Six of Hearts. Okay, so we are doing a read on the Justice card, which you had in the All Signs overview. We are doing it with a water sign who is just a fraction older than you. Okay, when I say older than you, this could be various different things from the universe giving us this energy. It could be mentally older than you, physically older than you, spiritually older than you. Okay, so, but generally it is slightly older than you. Just within the same year, but just a few months. Right. And to go with the Justice card, we got the Queen of Swords. I believe with the Justice card, I felt that you feel like you are owed some sort of apology. And yeah, to bring in justice. But for a few of you, I did actually feel that it's the other way around. You're there thinking you are owed an apology, but it's actually someone else you have to apologise to bring this justice in. The Magician as well, after my cut. With the Queen of Swords, that is knowing the truth but not acting upon it. I believe the Queen of Swords is for the ones who have to apologise. You Aquarians that have to apologise to bring in balance. You kind of know that you were wrong, but you're still not coming forth and apologising. The Magician card is for all Aquarians watching this. It is the energies are right. It's time to make some magic, if you will. Okay, so we got a Page of Wands coming out while I was shuffling, indicating the end of my shuffle and also being the first card of the read. I'm going to see what the overall energy card is for this as well. It is the Hierophant. Okay, so it could be coming out as they might be spiritually older than you, not physically older than you. But the Hierophant is the secret keeper of the Emperor. He can denote marriage within a read, with the right cards coming out within the read it is in. It always denotes learning. Okay, the Hierophant basically represents learning, teaching, being a teacher, teaching at the top of your trade. Okay, so let's get to this Page of Wands. This is going to be in the connection. It doesn't matter what read I decide to do. If I'm going to go 5 or 3, that is normally always a connection read. Okay, and so we got the Page of Wands out in the connection. The connection is, well, the connection could be all sorts of things. It could be about a younger person, okay, and maybe this is what the justice is all about. It could be about a new, fresh connection, with it being a young page instead of a knight or a king. It is about passion of some description. And to sort of go hand in hand with the Hierophant, what come out from the bottom of the deck, it is about not so much learning, but jumping on every opportunity that arises. Okay, so this connection is also presenting itself as an opportunity. Okay, so how do your water sign feel about this connection? They feel love about the connection. Okay, they feel divinely guided by this connection. The reason I say divinely guided with the Lovers card is because the Lovers card comes out as love, yes, because it's all about love, but it's also used to be known as the choice from older decks. And when I say older decks, I don't mean one you've had for 10 or 15 years. I mean older as in like centuries old. Okay, sort of in the earlier days of tarot, should I call it. At the same time, the lover was used to be called the choice. Coincidentally, the magician, which we had out in the pre-cut, was called the cobbler. Okay, so not so much someone who's making magic, but someone who used to make shoes. It'd be the first person the fool used to go and meet. Oh, that can be a minor arcana of the fool, by the way. It'd be the first person the fool would go and meet on his journey, because he needs a new pair of shoes to go for his long walk. Makes sense, really, doesn't it? So it's the universe's choice, and that's what this water sign feels. It's not their choice. It's destiny which is driving them and making them feel the way they feel about this connection. Okay, so let's see how the water sign feels about you, Aquarius. They're in two minds about you. They're trying their best to look at you from different directions. Again, this is a universal hand in here as well. It's a case that the universe puts you in the hanged man position. The universe is trying to make this water sign look at you from a different perspective. Not the perspective they used to look at you from. I don't know. They're trying to make you, instead of seeing you as a work colleague, they're trying to make you, the universe is trying to make them see you as a loyal friend. Or instead of looking at them as a loyal friend, they're trying to make, the universe is trying to make them look at you like from a lover's perspective or something like that. Okay, it's trying, just literally trying to make, the universe is trying to make this water sign look at you from a perspective that they don't normally look at you from. Okay, the connection, no, this is the outcome, this is the, no, well, okay, yes, it is connected to the connection and it is also connected to the outcome, fine. It's actually what the universe wants to tell us about this connection. So it's always kind of connected to the connection, no matter what I say. But if something has died and something has been reborn, okay, that's pretty much all I'm getting off that. Something's changed. There's, I don't know, a way of thinking has changed, a way of acting has changed, perhaps a physical block has been taken out of a way or something like that. Perhaps there was, I don't know, thousands of miles separating you two, and now one of you is moving closer. Okay. Oh, that change could be for the worse. It could be something being blocked. Something's now blocking it. It doesn't necessarily always have to be good. The new thing what's come up. Perhaps someone's moved thousands of miles away, and you've only just found out about it, or you're only just finding out about it. Okay, our Queen of Swords upgrades to a King of Swords. If you're only now just tuning in, or you skipped my shuffle and my pre-cut and all that, we had a Queen of Swords in the pre-cut. Okay, it's now turning into a King of Swords. So we're still knowing the truth. It's the same truth you knew when you were the Queen of Swords, but you are now willing to act upon it. Okay, or someone is now willing to act upon it. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out and let's see how far off the mark I was with all this. So, really, the Page of Wands. I do see this connection as a new start, okay? With that Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, as I said, can sometimes be seen as a minor arcana of the Fool. It has the same sort of energies. It has the sort of get up and go, let's just take a leap of faith, let's just jump in and see where it takes us, okay, sort of energy. Oh, really? Right, okay, so this is kind of like your Justice card coming out here. It's coming out in a minor arcana. It's the Six of Pentacles. It's about bringing balance in your life, yeah? This little dwarfy thing is offering you 6 different things, but all things you actually need in life. That's the Eight of Pentacles, I would say, because the Eight of Pentacles in this deck is depicted by someone making 8 rings. So that is your work life. And then right above that is a boat, which would suggest you're going on holiday. And you have various other things on there. With Justice coming out, it suggests that this connection, I said it's a nice fresh connection. Okay, it's a new connection. It's a new start. I still hold to that, but it's a new start on an old thing. The fact that we've got someone feeling like, or the water sign feeling like they don't have a choice in the matter, but they do love the connection. And the fact that they're looking at you from a different perspective, but again, they don't know why they're looking at you from a different perspective. Okay, kind of makes it seem like there is something from the past. This is all dealing with something from the past. The Justice card the Judgment card coming out here is saying that as well. The Judgment card also says it's back. Yeah. In this deck, the Judgment card is all about Ragnarok, the coming of Ragnarok, the end of the world as the Vikings saw it. Now, this could be the end of the world as you may see it, or as the water sign might see it. I don't know. It could be that it could all be about a job interview, okay? And they've just discovered that they're not getting the job interview. The job interview was done in the past, and we're now into the present, and they've just got the notification that they didn't get the job. And that could be the end of the world. It could have been the job they always wanted. They loved the job, but they didn't really know why. They looked at you, the interviewer, from a different perspective when they done the interview. They thought, instead of going in and seeing them as an interviewer, I'm going in and I'm going to see him as my best friend and try it that way. And it all hasn't panned out, or maybe it has panned out again. Ragnarok is a legend from the past. The Vikings lived with it all the time, okay? But it was always set in the future. That's what this card is saying. This is something from the past, but it is now set in the future, and it is currently ongoing. Crossing this is, this connection is someone's wish, someone's hope, someone's emotional fulfillment. I feel that there's a third energy in the connection itself. I don't feel it anywhere else within the read. I feel the rest of the read is purely between you and this water sign, but within the connection itself, I feel there's a third energy, especially now this has come out. Because this isn't your wish, and this connection, and it isn't their wish. It's someone else's wish. They're wishing for balance. They're wishing for the Six of Pentacles. It's not just a financial balance, that's a life type balance as well. They're wishing for judgment. They're wishing for something from their past to come back. A second try at it. A second bite at a cherry, so to speak. Okay. And I also believe it is someone younger than you, Aquarius. Okay? Because with that Page of Wands, I'm just feeling a younger person. In fact, I'm feeling a younger person. Right. Oh, look at that. 2 cards. Nice. Straight out. Okay, so it's not Queen at all. The Lover's card. How the water sign feels about this connection. They want to work on this connection. They want to work on this connection with you, because the read is about you. They also might want to work on this connection with who else is in this connection, but they are also at the point where they are willing to walk away from it. From this deck, that's the King of Cups, and he's turned his back and he's walking away, and that's how this water sign feels. I'm at the point where I'm no longer indecisive about what I'm doing, because that's the King of Cups. I'm going to make my choice. I'm just going to walk and leave it. In fact, I feel that this water sign has already made their choice, and they are already walking away in their heart and in their soul and in their mind. They have finally agreed. All three major chakras in the body have all finally agreed on, I'm just going to have to walk from this. It's not working. It's never going to work. It's never going to come back. I'm just going to walk. And that's what they're doing. They're now walking down the path. Just to back up what I said there, out comes the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is basically the card of freedom. It means lots of other things. It means jackpot, wins, windfalls, lotteries, coming into a substantial amount of finance. And I won't say money, because the finance you come into might not be money. You may have just inherited a big plot of land, okay, an apple orchard. It's kind of like a finance inheritance, but not money. But the reason it's seen as a card of freedom is, yes, if you've won a jackpot, if you won a lottery, then you may have a lot of money, which can help you with the freedom. But it's also the card of retirement, yeah? This is why I think it ties in so well with this part of the read, because they're retiring from this. They're walking away from it. They've jacked it in. The reason it's also a card of freedom as well as retirement is because normally the card what comes before that is that Eight of Pentacles. Funny, out of all the cards I could have mentioned, it could have been the Ace of Wands there, that could be the Three of Wands, or the Knight of Swords, because it's got a big boat in it. I'm sure there's cards that have hammers in it. I picked this one, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the work card of the deck. Comes before this Nine of Pentacles. It's how the Nine of Pentacles becomes a card of freedom because of the Eight of Pentacles. You work all your life working towards being able to not work, okay? Saving all your money in the form of a pension until your pension pot is big enough to support you for the rest of your life without having to work. That's the card of freedom. They are making themselves free of this connection. They have made themselves free of this connection. All the way through all that little spiel I've just put out, I noticed the butterflies up at the top of that. They've transformed into something different. Yeah, a butterfly starts off as a caterpillar and it ends up as a butterfly through a stage of transformation. That transformation starts off fine, but then gets uncomfortable to the end, where obviously the shape of their body has changed and everything can be painful. But then they're cocooned in their chrysalis, and eventually they hatch out of it, and then they have to spread their wings. Okay, and that is the stage of where they are at the moment, this water sign. They are pumping the blood into the wings to make them rigid and make them what you know and love as a butterfly wing. Because trust me, a butterfly wing, when it first hatches out of its cocoon, does not look anything like that. Okay, so let's see what this Hanged Man is about. Why or who or what are they looking at slightly differently? Well, they're looking at you slightly differently. Oh look, I said about the Three of Wands here, and here it is here. And see, the reason I picked the Three of Wands is because he's on the bow of a boat. Okay, that's that simple. Right, the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a little bit like that Nine of Pentacles. Both the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are stepping stones towards becoming the Empress. Okay, the way I see it is you need all four queens to become the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is one of the key point queens. If you don't have the Queen of Pentacles, well, obviously if you don't have the Queen of Pentacles, you can't be an Empress, because you need all four queens to be. But the Queen of Pentacles is a linchpin to the Empress. It makes the Empress generous. It makes the Empress grounded. It makes the Empress warm and nurturing. Okay, the Empress might already be loving and communicative from the Queen of Cups, and it might already be knowledgeable and just from the Queen of Swords, and it might already be passionate and ambitious from the Queen of Wands, but it is the Queen of Pentacles what ties them all together. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is obviously, again, a stepping stone towards the Empress. The Empress is free and independent. She answers no one, unless she is, of course, married and has an emperor. But even then, it's then normally done on some sort of sharing level, not an I'm over you level. And the Emperor and Empress share from, or power from, the same platform. They don't have a tier system. But the Queen of Pentacles, the way they are looking at you now, I'm saying that they're looking at you like a mother. Okay, they're looking at you how a mother would, not how a mother would look at you. They're looking at you like you are a mother. You may or may not be a mother, but that's how they're looking at you. You are nurturing something. You are protecting something. You are providing for something. Be it a person or a situation. It could be a fledgling new business or anything like that. And they are also looking at you with, well, again, normally I would say that is like setting the intention to do something, sailing to a new horizon and all that. And that is exactly what this water sign is in the process of doing. They are preparing to set sail. They are preparing to leave. They are preparing to literally, I don't know, go and find America and conquer the new world, never to be seen again. And this is where the death comes into it. Okay? Something has died within them. Something has died within the way they see you. Something has died within what they thought you were, and now something new has been born in its place, and they've accepted this, and this is now what's embracing them. Okay, and all that talk about the Empress here and here, yeah, do you remember me saying how the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles are both stepping stones to the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles in particular is the last stone to become the Empress, and there she is, the Empress from this deck. Possibly even the same colour of dress on. Kind of. She's got a blue dress and a red sort of undergarment to that dress. But okay, so let's have a look at what the universe is saying about this connection. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, the universe is saying, to start with, this energy here, by the way, is that third energy I said about in there. It links, it is the Emperor. Yeah, we had the Empress crossing up here, and I've been talking about a divine feminine sort of thing. This is the divine masculine. This is the other side of the Empress coin, if you will. Yeah, the divine masculine from the tarot deck, the Emperor from the tarot deck, represents fire signs. Okay, it represents one fire sign in particular. We're not going to go down that route. I don't do that. But it does obviously then represent, if it's representing one fire sign, it represents all the fire signs. It is the driving force of the Emperor, the fire, the passion. Okay, this is why it's the missing element out of that connection, because that is the only card out of these three which is linking to that Page of Wands. The wands represent fire in the tarot. It represents passion in the tarot actually, but passion represents fire. So we have got the Three of Swords. There is heartache, there is pain, there is loss of something, I feel. This pain and sorrow isn't something that only affects one type of person. It's something that affects everyone in the world on equal measure. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor. It doesn't matter if you are smart or stupid. It doesn't matter if you are from Scotland or South Africa. It doesn't matter if you're from Australia or, I don't know, the Caribbean. I'm just literally trying to pick corners of the world there. I weren't trying to do anything else. It's a hard thing to do when you live on a globe, I know. But literally trying to pick corners of the world. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are. This affects you at some point in your life. It is the love or the loss of love, pain mainly. Or it could be some ravaged disease. Again, a disease doesn't care who or what you are or where you come from or what your background is. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, you're lucky. So it's that sort of thing. It's either some sort of disease or it's some sort of loving pain. I don't know if the balance is going to cause the pain or if the balance is being caused by the pain. The pain that someone in is causing the balance of the situation. And I feel that is more of what it is, especially when we get the judgment card coming out afterwards, something from the past affecting the future. And whose future is it affecting? It's affecting this Emperor's future, okay? So basically the Emperor is in pain for some reason, and somehow you and this water sign are key to it, Aquarius. I said up here that it could be the minor arcana of the Fool. The page can be seen as the minor arcana of the Fool, the Page of Wands in particular. Now, the Fool is always an indication of something what's happened previous, okay? The Fool is a beginning card. It's the beginning of the journey. It's the 0 card in the major arcana, okay? Now, it could be beginning its journey afresh, a new journey, a new lesson to be learned, or it could be resitting a previous exam. It didn't quite pass on the first time round, or second, third, or fourth. It's now resitting it. It's going back to the beginning and starting again, okay, to see where it went wrong last time and try to get it right this time. Now, the Judgment card there would indicate that the Fool itself, the proper Fool card, will come out at some point within the read, because this is where the Fool gets to before it goes on. This is where the Fool's getting his exam marked, okay? This is the teacher marking the exam. If you've passed, you then pass Judgment and you go to the world. If you fail, you go back to being the Fool, okay? And you have to start again. It's kind of how it works. I'm going to say that someone has passed, okay? This connection is here because someone has passed this test and allowed the Fool to move forward to the world. And again, we already know that this Fool is linked to this Emperor because of the fire wand or the wand sign, and the Emperor is a fire sign. So we know that that's that, and it's the Emperor going on a new journey. The Emperor has passed a test, okay? This connection is, as I said, I felt it's a new connection. And then the Justice card, the Judgment card came out and told me, well, it's a new connection on an old thing. Okay. So we have got the Tower and the Ace of Wands coming out. Again, there's a fiery passion there. The King of Wands, no, the King of Swords, is knowing the truth and acting upon it. It can mean other things, but that is the one I called when I saw it, okay? When I felt it, it was knowing the truth and acting on it. It comes from that Queen of Swords we had earlier, knowing the truth and doing nothing, okay? That's what we were doing, or that's what you were doing, Aquarius, and now we are acting upon the truth. And this cuts both ways. This cuts up here, linking this water sign into it, yeah, and they know the truth and they're walking away from it. It might not be the correct action, but it's the action they've chosen, okay? You know the truth and you're acting upon it. You're acting upon it even though it scares the living shit out of you, okay? There's a rainbow here, which is connecting it to this Judgment card up here. It's the only other card in the deck, which, or not the deck, but it's the only other card which has come out what has a rainbow in it. And I also believe the 9 of Cups, which was crossing this, also has a rainbow in it. Okay, so this connection, this judgment, this second chance, literally, it shakes your beliefs. It shakes everything you stand for. It's as I said, it scares the living shit out of you, Aquarius. So you have no idea where it might go. You know it's totally out of your control once you let go of it. It's a bit like, I don't know if you've ever played poo sticks. I've heard of poo sticks, but poo sticks is when you stand on a bridge and you put a little twig or a leaf or something like that in the river, and you run to the other side of the bridge and you see whose comes out first, basically. Okay, it's a little bit like that. You know, as soon as you let go of that twig or that leaf, it is out of your control. You can no longer influence it anymore. Not that you could really influence it before you let go of it, but at least you had the illusion that you could influence it while that twig was still in your hand. Okay, but the outcome is saying this truth, and acting upon it will create a passionate new beginning. It will create a fiery new start. Now, the thing with the Ace of Wands, it can be short-lived. Yeah, like most fires, they are unpredictable. They can start and then go out, and start and then go out. And in an ideal world, they start, they burn, they catch, they last for as long as they need to. They stay all nicely confined within their little fire pit, and they do the job they're meant to do, and then they go out nicely and lovingly in time. And then, of course, you have the extreme end of the scale, probably the end of the scale which scares you so much with this Tower. And the fact that you can start the fire, and then the fire can get out of control, and the fire can start setting light to everything else around it. It starts to scorch the earth. It starts to burn forests, goes through fields. Yeah. Extreme cases, you can lose crops, you can lose wildlife, you can lose a whole ecosystem, all because someone was careless with that flame right at the start. Oh, look at this. I just caught a glance at the card crossing this. There is success. There is success out of this. You have to have faith in the universe, that the universe knows what it's doing. Okay, the universe is guiding the water sign in 2 areas of its life. The universe is guiding this connection. The universe is wanting something to happen here. The minor arcanas are all coming out here and here, but then it's being backed up by major arcana. Okay, this one gets backed up by major arcana. This one gets backed up by major arcana. It's where you haven't got the major arcana in the main read, you've got it in the clarifiers. Okay, so this is the whole energy overall. This whole thing is major arcana. This is a divinely guided situation you are in, Aquarius. You have the illusion of you're standing on the bridge holding that stick. Yeah, you'd never asked to play poo sticks. Someone else asked that. That was divinely guided by the universe. You've got the illusion that you're in control. You've got the stick. I can do this. And as soon as you let go of that stick, it's all back in the universe's hands. Okay. You might as well be the stick. You're along for the ride. But the universe is saying there is success to be had out of all this. Yeah. Be it success that they walk away and it never materializes, or success that this Emperor catches up with that King of Cups and makes it work. Okay. There is practicability. We've got the practicability here, which the water sign sees you. It's also there. It's down to earth. It's it's a long-term energy. Crossing it, so this is why I giggled, is the Lover's card. Okay, which is up here. Okay, what is rooted, what has long-term success, yeah, is this Lover's card. This Lover's card. Everything I said about this, everything I said about how they are feeling about this connection has long-term success. They want to work on it, but they're at the point they're going to walk. The universe is saying they really need to work on it. This is this is the universe's choice. Just to hammer home what I said about you not being in control of this. It is out of your hands and you're just going along for the ride with the illusion that you are driving the car. Yeah? Just imagine you're on one of those little cars where you put some money in the machine and it goes backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, and you're pretending to drive. That's exactly what you're doing with life at the moment. You're on this car while she's going backwards and forwards, and you're pretending to drive, but you're not actually in control. Yeah? Someone's come along and he's picked up the machine behind you with their pallet trolley and they're pushing it along. And you're thinking, yeah, I'm driving. Or another way to experience this, hammer this home, is look who's talking. When, what's his name? I can't remember the baby's name. Sticks the breadstick in the keyhole bit because he's seen like John Travolta and how he drives. And he's doing that and he's pretending to drive, but really he's being towed by a tow truck. There you go, Aquarius. You're being towed by a tow truck through life at the moment. And you think you are driving. Okay. Don't know where that look who's talking thing came from. It just suddenly popped into my head. Okay, universe, what else would you like to tell Aquarius? I really didn't want this to go on so long. I've actually got pressing engagements today. Okay, so let's see. What else do you need to tell Aquarius about all this, universe? Please hurry, universe, because as I just mentioned, I'm running out of time this morning already. There we go. Right, the Page of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, which we've already had out up here, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. This is what else do we want to tell Aquarius? What else does the universe want to tell you, Aquarius? Let's start with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a representation of you in this. This is currently how the universe is trying to make this water sign see you. You are the Queen of Pentacles. You are a maternal energy. You are nurturing something. You are protecting something. You are giving finances to something. You are holding back passion from something, though. Okay? What's affecting this is a Page of Pentacles. Learning. Okay? This is book learning. This, not necessarily, I don't think you're actively learning. I don't think this is the advice that the universe is giving you. But that from stuff you're reading, from stuff you're watching, you are learning about whatever you're trying to nurture, whatever you're trying to grow, okay, whatever you're trying to protect, which is causing you anxiety and making you think lots of different things. And the fact that this card is here on this side instead of here on this side, because it could have been the other way around, it would have read pretty much the same way. You're getting anxious and overthinking about the stuff you're learning. But this way is you're learning stuff and you're getting anxious and overthinking it. But it's because the more you think about it, the more you see it from this, from a different perspective, a different point of view. Okay? Crossing it is the Eight of Pentacles. It's funny how the Eight of Pentacles has been mentioned so many times in this read and is now finally showing up. Okay? You require to work on it. Or you are learning about stuff and getting anxious about stuff by what you learn from work. Possibly. Okay, Aquarius, that is your read. It's nearly 40 minutes long. Fantastic. I do ramble a bit. I'm sorry about that. If it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If it didn't resonate with you, don't worry. If you're still here and it didn't resonate with you, share it out. You're being used as a divine messenger. I am sure of it. Still subscribe anyway if it didn't resonate, because I don't follow any sort of cycle. My next Aquarius read will not be this, hopefully, because this has really drained me. And tune in and check it out. Fantastic. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all soon.